Good evening. The Board of Public Works and Safety for the City of Richmond, Indiana for December 5th is now in session. All members are present, and so is legal counsel. First order of business is approval of minutes from November 27th, 2024.
If there are no questions or corrections, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for November 27th, 2024 as presented.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second to approve the minutes from the meeting from November 27th, 2024. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda is approval of the memorandum of executive session for December 2nd, 2024.
I'll make a motion to approve the memorandum of executive session for December 2nd, 2024.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second for approval of the memorandum of the executive session for December 2nd, 2024. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Claims for payment in the amount of $167,631.28 dated 12/5/2024.
Make a motion to approve claims for payment for December 5th, 2024 in the amount of $167,631.28.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second to approve the claims for payment from December 5th, 2024. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda is payroll claims for payment in the amount of $270 dated December 2nd, 2024.
Make a motion to approve the payroll claims for payment for December 2nd, 2024 in the amount of $270.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second to approve the payroll claims for payment from December 2nd, 2024. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next is payroll claims for payment for pension in the amount of $247,699.35 dated 11/22 of 2024.
And I'll make a motion to approve payroll claims for payment for pension for November 22nd, 2024 in the amount of $247,699.35.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second to approve payroll claims for payment for pension dated from 11/22/2024. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next up, a request. We have handicap sign renewals. We have listed 333 Richmond Avenue, 2216 Grand Boulevard, and 2205 Grand Boulevard.
And I'll make a motion to approve the handicap sign renewal requests at 333 Richmond Avenue, 2216 Grand Boulevard, and 2205 Grand Boulevard.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second to approve the handicap sign renewals as presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next on the agenda, we have two bid openings. The first is for plumbing maintenance for the city building, 2025. This is from Flow Right Mechanical, and it demonstrates a material cost markup of 4%, serviceman regular hours of 65, serviceman overtime hours of $97.50, a minimum charge, if applicable, of $65, holidays considered by contractor, 12 main, and response time to expect is 30 minutes to 1 hour. Second bid is from DB Plumbing. Richmond, Indiana. Material costs, 3% markup. Labor is $75 an hour. Serviceman overtime hours are $112.50 an hour. No minimum service. Holiday consideration by contractor is emergency only. Response time is 2 hours. This will be referred for review. The next is the electrical repair for the city building for 2025. First bid is from Carpenter Electric, Richmond, Indiana. They're quoting an hourly rate of 90, overtime rate of 135, minimum charge of 90, holiday considered by your company. It's Christmas, New Year's, and labor and material. Material is 35% markup, and response time is 24 hours. Next is from Carroll Electric. Let's see. Hourly rate of 68. Overtime hourly rate of 84. Minimum charge is 1 hour. Holidays considered by is 6. Cost for material markup is 20%. Response time is not answered. Next bid is from Cummins Electric. Okay, here we go. Hourly rate is 95. Minimum charge is 95. Overtime is 125. Sundays and holidays are 155. Holidays considered, they list 5. Material markup is 20%, and emergency calls will be the same day. Typical calls within 24 to 72 hours. I believe that's all. Those will also be forwarded for consideration, and we'll report out later. Next on the agenda, we have contract number 204-2024. Presenting on this will be Andrew J. Sickman, the attorney.
Good evening, board members. AJ Sickman, city attorney. I am here requesting that I guess I be permitted to function in that capacity through next year. So I have tendered a contract for the board's consideration. You can see on page 2, the retainer amount has a slight increase from last year, and then the hourly rate for any non-retainer services is set forth on page 4, which is still a $50 per hour discount for my private hourly rate, and my firm just tries to do that for the benefit of the city. So I have discussed this with the mayor, and he has approved the contract at my request of this board. So at this time, I would be happy to answer any questions.
If there are no questions, I'll make a motion to approve contract number 204-2024 with Andrew J. Sickman, as presented by Andrew J. Sickman.
Second.
We have a motion and, we have a motion and a second to approve contract number 204-2024 to Andrew J. Sickman for attorney fees for the city. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda are petitions for curb cut. We have TBD Breckenridge Drive, Lot 43, Woodgate.
And I'll make a motion to approve the curb cut at Lot 43 in the Woodgate subdivision as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the curb cut as presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. At this time, we'll take a short recess and reconvene in approximately 15 minutes to address the next item on the agenda, which is the firefighter findings. We will now be reconvening the regularly scheduled Board of Public Works and Safety meeting for Thursday, December the 5th, 2024 at this time. Next on the agenda is the board's vote on submitted findings and recommended discipline in the matter of demotion and suspension of Lieutenant Kyle George of the Richmond Fire Department. Due to the absence and inability of President Evans to vote at tonight's meeting, I'm going to read his emailed statement for the record, and I quote, "I have read through the proposed findings and thought a lot about this the past week. I would be ready to vote to approve, uphold the fire chief's recommended discipline if I were still able, and feel that the preponderance of evidence has been met from the exhibits and testimony that we have heard," end quote. I will entertain any other comments from board members. At this time, I don't have anything further to say. If there are no further questions or comments, I'll make a motion, I will entertain a vote on this matter if there are no other questions or concerns.
I make a motion to approve all findings of fact and the proposed findings submitted by counsel for Fire Chief Kinder, and to approve the conclusions of law numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7 as charged against Lieutenant Kyle George, and specifically excluding and striking conclusion number 5, and to also approve and confirm the discipline recommended by the fire chief.
Second, there has been a motion and a second to approve all findings of fact in the proposed findings submitted by counsel for Fire Chief Kinder, and to approve the conclusions of law numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7 as charged against Lieutenant Kyle George, and specifically excluding and striking conclusion number 5, and to also approve and confirm discipline recommended by the fire chief. Second. All right. With that, I'll entertain a vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, and we are adjourned.
You are watching Whitewater Government Television, WGTV, Channel 11, part of the Whitewater Community Television family of stations.